All right, guys. So today I want to talk about the power source for a low to high attack. Because, you know, if you're coming from a high bow and arrow or a bow and arrow arm swing, you've probably been taught to drive your elbow to here and then release your arm, right? So if you look at it, right, it comes to here and then you hit, right? So most of your acceleration is coming from your tricep as you unhinge your elbow. Okay? And you do got some coming from your shoulder too, but a lot of it's the last final acceleration is all coming from the unhinging of the elbow. And when you do a low to high attack, it's different. You're not unhinging your elbow at all when you hit the ball. Okay, all of your power is going to come from your trap. So if you look at this motion, right, from here to here, right, it's up, right? The power is applied upward. So if you think about it, the biggest muscles that are going to help you apply power upward are your legs. Okay? So if you do low to high and you want to have power, you got to understand that you got to hit the ball on the way up, which means you got to hit the ball before you get to the top of your jump. Okay? And what you're going to notice when you start doing low to high is that you don't have to jump high to hit really good shots. Like once you start getting it, you're going to be shocked at how low you think you're jumping versus seeing the shot that you hit. Yeah, you're going to be shocked. Okay, so you don't have to jump high when you attack low to high because you're hitting with so much overspin that the ball just dives. Okay, so jumping high is not as much of a premium or priority as it is with other arm swings. Okay, but hitting on the way up is allowing your legs to push your arm up. Okay, so think about this, right? When you're trying to apply power, when you jump, if you get your fingers up before you leave the ground, then your legs are helping you push your fingers up. Yeah? If you jump and your fingers are up, your legs are pushing your fingers up. And so your power is coming from your legs. Now keep this in mind too, right? If you hit on the way down, all the power from your legs is gone. The only thing you have now is a shoulder press motion, right? If you hit on the way up, you have all the power from your legs and all the power from your shoulder going into the ball at the same time. And that's how you generate power, okay? So one of the things I tell my students is when I have them put their arm like this and I put my hand on top of their fingers like this. And I say, push your fingers through my hand, okay? This is how you start the attack, by pushing your fingers up, okay? So from here, it's up, yeah? It's not this and then this. It's from here up. Okay, I want you to understand something too. Okay, if you think about what I just said about how your legs are generating the power, right? So we're looking at your body's speed in the vertical plane, right? The faster your body's moving up, the more force is going to be put into the ball, right? So if you think about it, the closer you are to the ground, that's when your body's moving up the fastest. The closer you are to the top of your jump, your body's actually slowing down. Okay? So in many cases, if you can hit the ball right after you leave the ground, that's when you're going to have the most power. Okay? You're not going to hit at the highest point, obviously, because you're just leaving the ground. But that's where you'll have the most power. So hitting from off the net, when you're like 10 feet off, where you don't have to worry about jumping high, and you're just focusing on hitting with a lot of overspin and hitting hard, that's where you can hit the ball like right after you leave the ground. Okay? But again, the power comes from your legs and from your trap and your shoulder. So it's like a shoulder press motion is where the power is at, right? So if you want to build power by lifting weights to help you with this motion, you can do shoulder presses. I would do band shoulder presses so that the force is greater at the top. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just dumbbell shoulder presses. But it's up to you. Either of them is going to help you, right? And you got to just think that your power is upward. Now I want to give you this analogy. If I had a water hose and it was blasting water out straight up, right? And then I turn the water hose so that the water comes out horizontally. Guess what? The water comes out at the same speed as if I was going up. Yeah, it doesn't change the velocity or the water coming out of the hose. Okay, so what I want you to realize is that your power is going up. Okay, and the redirecting of the water hose is your hand wrapping over the top of the ball, right? If I wrap on top of the ball and my hand only goes here, that's like me bending the water hose to here, so I'm going to hit a high shot. If I do this and I go all the way over the top of the ball and I create like a waterfall with my fingers, that's going to help me drive the ball down more. Okay, so that's how I want you to kind of think of it. So all your power is upward. I know it seems contradictory to other arm swings, and it is. Most other arm swings, your legs only help you jump high, and all the power is in your shoulder and your arm. But when you hit low to high, and you can figure out how and learn how to hit the ball on the way up, your power is going to come from your legs, and your legs are definitely the strongest muscles in your body. They can generate the most force for sure. Okay, so think about this. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments.